Hello, and welcome to another Doing Stuff with me, Beard. This is Future Beard, who's just remade an intro for this video. Decided to split the last one in two because it was about an hour long and it kind of split perfectly, almost in the middle, between two different jobs. So yeah, in this video we're going to be making a new gasket for the fuel tank, for the fuel sender on the fuel tank, because you can't buy them anymore. And my one has shrunk and it's gone it's kind of solid and not great. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and yeah. So the next thing that I need is a new gasket, because this is awful. Now you cannot buy these anymore. These are discontinued and non-existent. So unless somebody messages me saying otherwise, or leaves a comment saying otherwise, I'm going to have to make my own. I also can't just straight up draw around this, because, which I should be able to, I might be able to show on here, this is actually shrunk as well. So when you put it in its little line-up holes, top to bottom, it has shrunk, which can happen with plasticky things. So, did a bit of research, and some tanks have a cork-based thing. So this is a infused, I think it's like nitrile or something, infused cork. The description said it was fuel tank safe. So I'm going to have a go at making one. I've got enough material here to possibly make at least two, so I can cock up at least once, but the plan is to try and figure out that, cut out a rectangle, cut the middle out, and then use this to mark the holes. So flip it out, like slide it over and mark the holes. I do need to figure out which ones were the thingy ones. So this might be the way around. Okay, so obviously I don't need to leave holes for something that's not going to be there. So this has got two little like line-up hub things to help when sticking it into the tank. So those two holes I don't need to worry about. So that one and that one are for those two bungs. Let's try and come up that off later. So let's do a measure, shall we? So we are talking, we'll go from kind of the inside edge uh, 10. Oh, because this tape measure's a bit shit. So 10. Let's get that as best on there as I can. 110, 120, 130, 140, 140, 1, 2, 3, 144. Same on this one. Should really just use a ruler because it'd be easier than this, but 1, 40, 4, 124. You can see my 2 lines. The thing I haven't got is a ruler, so I can't draw a straight line, so I'll get one of them. So I grabbed a different pen as well in the vain hope that I can get a bit of a better line, but we haven't really got much in the way of fine line pens in the house. So that's that one. That's that one. So that should be not even close apparently. What the fuck did I measure? 1. Oh shit. 1. Oh yeah, sorry, it's because I'm measuring with an actual ruler. So that's 1. Yeah, 124 on there. Actually, that should be about 124 on there. Yeah, cool. Now, this way is going to be a bit more awkward because it's mostly obstructed. It's extremely obstructed. So how do we do this? Probably with a square edge. Oh, that's a faff. Can I do it from the outside? Yeah, I can do it from the outside. Just take a little bit off for. So, alright, done. Wait. Yeah, it's the length I'm doing. I've done the width, I'm doing the length. God, my brain. So, say about there, and about 195, yeah, 197. 197. I didn't do that far enough. 190. 5, 6, 7. There. And 197. 190. 5, 6, 7. There. So, in theory, that is what? Like 120, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not actually 1, but that is 2, 3, 4 as well. And that should be roughly the same size as this. Yeah, pretty much. It's a little bit less on the. Like I say, this thing's shrunk quite badly, so I don't want to just. I don't mind if this is too big, because I can trim it back. But if it's too small, obviously you're buggered. So now the other thing I need to do is obviously offset back in. So there are markings on here of where it originally sat, so that's kind of good. So we're talking like 116, so 16 mil in, at least on the long sides. On the long sides, 16 mil in. Sorry about that. I really can't see my flipping little mark. What's there, isn't it? That's it. There. On there. Let's do this in 3 places. Vaguely hope with my shit accuracy. I don't think it's really a precision thing, it's just sealing vapours and whatnot. And then that's roughly the same on the ends. We do not wish to assume. The ends actually looks like it's a bit bigger. So yeah, by 1mm. Yeah, so let's go 17. Wait, let's check that again because I can't. Yeah. So how about there? Yeah, let's say 17. 17 for the ends. I'll do it along that edge, at least on the last week, straight. 17. 17. Crawling down back my neck. 17. 17. Wait, what? No. One of those is very wrong. That one's very wrong because I cannot read numbers. There we go. 17. 17. Now, we also have a radius on this corner. So what I might do for now is I'm not using this, let's snip some bits off that. Come back to that. Let's go get some snippers. What I will do is, even though this is shrunk, I will use this to make my radiuses. Just line them up with the edges on both sides, so the pen's kind of sat inside. Obviously, this is a very thin pen. Arts and crafts for cars. Right, this is the fun one. Oh, pretty cool. And all I'll do is I'll just make sure I cut on the outside of the line to leave the most material. So that's my dead bit. I might just put something down underneath this. Use this. Technically that's not cutting that. I should probably use a bit of wood actually. Let's see what I've got. I'm hoping, because this is corking, it shouldn't be too difficult to cut. I do probably need a fresh blade on here, just to help it along. And just try and find the line that I just started. here. I'm putting way too much pressure on this. I'm concentrating because I'm completely not silent. Oh, this does smell so weird. Right, did I? No. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, let's nip off these corners before. Alright, that was definitely. Might as well just do this now. There we have it. Dun, dun, dun. So what I'm hoping is, if I just slip this over here, it's going to at least roughly be close. I mean, it's not far off. I need to take it's more my radiuses than anything else. But to be fair, I think if I could just trim back a couple of these corners like it. Put it in on this side. So the height of it's fine. I've just overcompensated a little bit on the length. So this side is a little bit thicker. So what I will do is I will trim a little bit off this edge. So, had a bit of an ingenious idea. Bulldog clips to hold the gasket in place whilst I mark all the holes. Now I haven't quite figured out how I'm gonna. I might actually just try and drill these. I might give that a go in a second actually. But for now, let's just mark these up with a pen. And make sure you kind of go all around the edges. Otherwise, you kind of get a bit of an off-centered circle, which you don't really want when you do it this way. It's not really the most accurate way of doing things, but now I just had the thought about drilling them out. Oh, I'm just going to go grab, because I've got my wood-ish drill bits, which might work pretty well. Oh. I'm going to test it on an offcut first. Let's just figure out what size. Not that size. I think what I'll do is I'll do it at 5.5 is exactly right. Let's test this on an offcut first. Get shot for shits and gigs. So, ping. That's not too bad, is it? That'll do. So if I think I need more bulldog clips. I think what I might need to do is move them either side of it when I'm doing this, just to help. If I have one there and one there, just to hold everything in place. It doesn't stretch out too much. See how that looks. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Right, let's go with that. The other way to do this is with proper punches, but I haven't actually got any hole punches that would work. I've got one for oh actually he says that I've got a flipping hand one for doing like belt buckle holes, but I don't know if any of them are big enough. This is working ish. Yeah, boy. And there we have it. We have a DIY gasket for the fuel tank. I think it'll work. It's got one of two hopes. It's either going to work or it isn't, but those holes aren't too bad. It's left what I feel is plenty of material either side of the holes. So for now, that will do. Just make sure I put that back on the right way around. Yeah, the other thing is like now just remembering which way around it was made. Which I think was that way. That seems to line up better. Oh no. Nope, it was not that way. We have an offset hole. It was this way. Clever Suzuki. Right. There we go. Yeah. Oh, you didn't see any of that. Basically, this hole at the bottom is offset compared to the one that's sat in the middle there. So I'm going to tidy up now. And something. So yeah, there's nothing else I can do with this now until I get some more bits. I need those Jubilee clip things to hold fuel pump in place. You drill out that hole, the bolt that's rusted in place, but I'm going to do that off camera because I get stressed out enough with that as it is, so I'm not doing that in view of people. or virtual people, as this is on YouTube. Yeah, so as always, if you've watched to the end, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.